Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions. We only have a few more days till the new year, and I know this time of year everybody is thinking of different ways that they can improve themselves in the upcoming year. So I wanted to share my New Year's resolutions and tips on how to keep your New Year's resolutions. So first off, let's talk about my New Year's resolutions. The first one is to read 12 books in 2012. I love to read. I've always loved to read since I was very little, but as you get older, it's kind of hard to find time to read as much as I would like to, and so that's why I've made it a New Year's resolution to read one book a month in the next year. I think it'll be very fun, and it'll kind of force me to pick up a book and read it. Like I said before, I love to read, but it's been hard finding the time. I read The Hunger Games in October, which was awesome. I read them in like 2 weeks, but I haven't really read anything since then. So now I want to read things on a consistent basis. I'm going to try to switch it up between more serious books, thought-provoking books, and just a fun, really interesting read. So I'm looking forward to doing that in the next coming year. Okay, my second New Year's resolution is to drink more water. This is something I've done before. A couple of years ago, I was really good. I went for like a whole year where all I drank was water. I drank some juice and absolutely no carbonated beverages, not even Sprite. I let myself have some sweet tea every once in a while, and that is an accomplishment for someone from the South, because sweet tea is like the drink of choice down here. So I had done really good, and then for the past few months now, I don't know what it is or why I have changed, but I just want Coke like all the time. So I've been really bad about letting Coke slip in to my daily routine, and I feel better when I drink water. I know it's way better for you. You stay hydrated, it makes your skin look better, and you feel better. So that is my number 2 resolution. My next resolution is to learn French. I took a French class in college, and I really enjoyed it, and I have always wanted to learn a second language, and have been interested in learning many different languages, but for some reason I've always drifted towards French. So I actually have a friend that has Rosetta Stone for French, and they are going to let me borrow it. So I'm going to use that to accomplish my goal in the next year. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. My 4th goal is this right here. It is to make a YouTube channel. So I've got a head start on this one since it's not quite 2012 yet, but I've watched YouTube videos for probably 3 years now. I really discovered it my junior year of college, and especially the beauty videos I've always loved, and I've really wanted to make my own channel. I've loved makeup and fashion and all things girly ever since I was little, and these videos all across YouTube, all these beauty gurus have brought the love of all this stuff out in me even more. So now I'm excited to put my own videos up and share my thoughts and feelings on different subjects. So that is my 4th resolution. Now I wanted to share some tips on how to keep your resolutions. Some of the things I've learned is that, number 1, you need to make your goals small and obtainable. Now, I know I kind of contradicted myself because I have 4 resolutions this year, and that's not really small. I'd say small would be 1 or 2 resolutions, and the only reason I have 4 is because drinking water is a resolution, but I've done it before, so I don't think that's going to be too hard for me to to actually follow through with. So, yeah, I decided to make 4, but my advice would be to pick 1 or 2 small things that you're pretty sure that you can follow through with. Like, if you're wanting to get fit, instead of saying, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds by March, that would be 50 pounds in 3 months. That's kind of not realistic. Say you want to lose 10 pounds by March, and then say maybe like you start walking 3 times a week for 30 minutes. So that's kind of a reachable goal, whereas the 50 pounds might not be. The next tip that I have is to make a plan on how you're going to accomplish these goals. Like the resolution that I have for reading, at first I had said that I was going to read 20 books in 2012, and then I really got thinking about my schedule, and I was like, am I really going to read almost 2 books a month? Especially if they're going to be larger books. I really don't know exactly what I'm going to be reading right now, but I was like, that's just not going to happen. So I decided to make it to bring it down to 12 books, so that would be 1 book a month. And then I made myself a book list. So I have more than 12 books that I've decided that I would like to read, but that way I have a variation of what I want to pick, but I have a plan. So I can look at that list and be like, oh, that book looks good, instead of picking up a book, reading it, and then be like, well, now what do I want to read? So make a plan for yourself. Like, another thing is for the other resolution that I have is to learn a language, and I have a friend that's going to give me their Rosetta Stone, so that is a plan on how to learn it. But if I didn't have that, I know I could go to the community college in my area, and they offer conversational languages. Like, I know they're offering a conversational German class in my area, so I could have gone to it. So just look for ways to make your goals possible and write it down. Writing things down helps you to accomplish them as well, since they're not all stuck in your mind, and when you see them on paper, it helps you map out what you want to do. So that would be my suggestion, is to make a plan and write it down. Now, my last suggestion is just do it. I know that is like probably not the best advice in the world, but just decide, make up your mind that this is what you're going to do. I read a quote today on the internet. I actually have it on my phone. It says, the first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. And that was just like, wow, to me. It was just revolutionary to me. I was like, yeah, you need to decide what you want to do and do it. Unless you make up your mind that you aren't satisfied with where you're at, you're always going to be stuck in the same position that you are. You have to make up your mind that you want to make a change. And a lot of times change can be uncomfortable and not the funnest thing in the world, but it's good for you. Because if you're dissatisfied with something in your life, it's not going to change unless you change it. No one's going to change it for you. You have to change it. So make up your mind, make goals like resolutions, write them down, make a plan, make them obtainable, because this is not going to be the last goal you make in your life, hopefully. So you don't have to conquer the world today. Just make that small goal, stick to it, and eventually you will conquer that mountain, but you're not going to do it all in one day. You have to take tiny steps to get there. So those are my tips on how to keep your New Year's resolutions Oh, another thing, another goal before I leave is to tell somebody what your goals are, what your New Year's resolutions are, because it holds you accountable to somebody. If you just keep them to yourself, who's going to know if you actually ever followed through with what you wanted to do? If you tell somebody, they can be like, hey, how are you coming along with getting fit? How are you coming along with, I don't know, learning how to play the guitar? So, and then you can be like, yeah, I gotta work on that. I gotta get going. So that can be extra motivation for you as well. So, I just did that. I told all of y'all my New Year's resolutions so I can be held accountable by all of you. So go out, make your New Year's resolutions, make them obtainable. Leave them in the comment. I would love to hear what your goals are for this coming up year. I find it fascinating. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you liked it, and I will see you later. Bye.